Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, doesn't even have to be related to wrestling, use code Hodge on SeatGeek and save yourselves $20 freaking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we kick off this episode with the first news story of the day. So the first news story of the day is about Crown Jewel. So if you missed the announcement this week on Monday Night Raw, WWE have officially confirmed they are returning to Saudi Arabia. They are returning to Saudi Arabia this November, actually November the 5th, for the Crown Jewel pay-per-view once again. And I kind of figured this, like every November seems like Crown Jewel is happening in Saudi, so I kind of expected them to do this, but they've officially confirmed it. It is happening, November 5th, Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel, spectacular like they always do. Alright, the next news story is actually the final news story, we're jump into some rumors. This one is about the Super Cena himself. This is about John Cena. So John Cena, in an interview, he talks a little bit about WWE. He said, I know my 20th anniversary in the WWE is coming up. Pretty much like everyone who was in my class of like OVW, like Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Lashley, like all of them, we're all pretty much hitting our 20th anniversary in wrestling this year, and I'm no exception to this. So he is hitting his 20th anniversary, 20 years inside of wrestling, 20 years inside the WWE. So basically, June 27th will be his 20th anniversary. Now, is he available? He said, well, there's a lot of opportunities that are coming on my doorstep right now that I don't want to say no to, but I will be coming back to the WWE very soon. I have been gone way too long, and I'll be back soon. So, I mean, take it how you will. If you think Cena's going to pop up June 27th, I mean, he can always come and talk, I guess. Just these insurance contracts for these movies and stuff, they won't allow him to do dangerous activities such as wrestling. So he will not be able to wrestle until he's like free from all movies and TV show obligations. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully sometime this summer, if not this summer, maybe this fall, John Cena will return, but he has not been seen on WWE television since SummerSlam of this past year. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that's actually all the confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today. So go ahead and get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor we'll be talking about today is going to be about the Sasha Banks, Naomi whole ordeal that's going on right now. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you've been living under a rock, this is legit. Apparently it's not a storyline, it's not a work, and that was my original thinking. Being like, are they legitimately doing this like a walkout storyline? I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done it before, but anyway, so Sasha Banks, Naomi, what is the rumors here? Well, this is a legitimate thing. The whole reason WWE was even mentioning it, which I thought was odd, and the reason I thought it was like part of like a script or something. Like, they don't do that. Like, they normally don't do that. But the idea behind doing that is they're trying to publicly shame them and try to turn people against them, and that way, if for some reason they didn't come back and the next time they wrestle would be for another promotion, they would be very devalued, if you will. But basically, the rumor here is saying Sasha Banks was very upset about not being in the title picture at WrestleMania. Apparently, she was promised a match in the main event of WrestleMania. Plans changed. They put Ronda Rousey in her place, where Sasha was supposed to, and that really upset her. And apparently, there have been a lot of creative decisions that have upset her. And Naomi, I guess, has had her own creative issues, and Sasha, Naomi kind of got together and was like, we're done. We're going to walk out until things improve. So a lot of people backstage, this is a second part of this rumor, a lot of people support them. A lot of people support them in that. A lot of other people are thinking, you don't do that. You are contracted, you have the legitimate contract to do a job, and you're not doing the job over a personal problem or whatever. So that is some people's thoughts. It's very mixed backstage, apparently, as it is with the WWE fans. I've seen both perspectives. You can let me know yours in the comments. But personally, I can see both sides of the argument. But you kind of got to do with what they give you. And if you're told you're going to do something, you can't really believe it until you're literally going out to do it. That's just the way this business is, especially WWE. Everything's always changing in the last moment. You kind of just got to do what you're contracted to do. Like, you're there to, you're given the script, you do what they tell you to do. I mean, you're pretty much not in creative control at all at WWE. So something they have to realize. I mean, some people, higher ups who have been there for a while can have some creative input, but ultimately it's not their decision to be able to do anything, which sucks, and it's hard because wrestling's different from normal acting. You know, you're not playing a character, you kind of have this own character. I mean, it is a character, but at the same time, you put a lot of yourself into that, and you kind of want to be able to control how it goes or whatever. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. It's a very, very tricky situation. Alright, the next rumor. The next rumor is about the WWE brand split. This one's saying the WWE brand split is over with. It's done. And for if you would have asked me this a few weeks ago, I'd be like, the brand split's not done. They have to do this. Fox made it very clear in the contracts and stuff that they want exclusive people to be on SmackDown. They don't want those people to appear on other programs, on other networks. And Fox made it very clear about that. And I think ultimately that is going to be the main thing here. That is going to be the only thing preventing them from doing it full on is like, Fox, how are you going to keep them happy? And actually this Friday on SmackDown, we're actually going to have Seth Rollins, we're going to have Kevin Owens, and we're going to have Cody Rhodes on SmackDown this Friday. And they're, the Raw stars. Another point is they have been unifying the championships. Like, Roman's the champion of both shows, and now the Usos are tag champions of both shows, so they have to be on both shows as well. So there's a lot of supporting, proof that the brand split could be ending or lightening up a little bit, but we'll just have to see where it goes. What is your thought on the brand split, guys? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I like the brand split. I like knowing that this star is stuck on this show and you have to go on this show to see them, and I just like the exclusive kind of thing. But it looks like they may be kind of lightening up on it, if not getting rid of it completely, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. It's kind of weird. And it's going to be kind of interesting when we turn to like Survivor Series time, what in the hell they're going to do if there's no brand split. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final room, the final thing I'm talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this is about RK Bro. So RK Bro, they have lost their tag team championships. So the question remains, are they getting a rematch? They're going back after the championships. There's no rematch clauses in WWE anymore. So if someone loses the championship, they don't get a rematch for that championship. They go back down to the bottom of the ladder and they're going to scratch and claw their way back up. So RK Bro will not be getting a rematch with the Usos for the tag team championships. They're not getting a rematch. But that raises the question, what's next for RK Bro? What are they going to do next? Well, RK Bro, the rumors have been saying that they're actually challenging Roman, and that's what they kind of set up for by having them be attacked after they already lost the match last week on SmackDown. So basically what the plan is still the same, like I reported a few weeks ago, and I regurgitate that rumor as well. So basically Matt Riddle, or Riddle if you will now, will be facing actually our Tribal Chief and our Undisputed Universal Champion, Mr. Roman Reigns, at Money in the Bank. And then at SummerSlam, the main event of SummerSlam, will be our Tribal Chief defending his championship against Randy Orton. So they're both going to get a shot at the championship. That is the current plan for where they are going with this storyline. So that's the plan. I don't have a problem with it. I'm excited to see where it could go, and I've always been curious to see how Riddle would do at a high-profile match like that, and I'm very curious to see that. So yeah, Money in the Bank, we have Riddle versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal Championship. And then at SummerSlam, we have Randy Orton versus our Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, as well. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see how that's going to go. But that is the current plan of what they're doing with RK Bro. And also, I guess that goes for what they're doing with Roman for the next few months. So there you guys, that's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm your king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.